Hello, everyone. Fret here, and welcome back to another story time. I guess Fret story time is what we can call these. Um, so, as you all know, I guess I got to come up with a unique intro. So, I guess we'll go with I am Fret, and welcome to Fret story time. And to let everyone know, I am not a professional. Well, I am a puppet, but I am not a professional puppet. I'm being controlled by Octavius, who's the guys over here. He is practicing his puppeteering. So I am going to tell the stories because he wants practice. So when I say I really mean Octavius. So just remember that, and we'll go from the top. So with this particular story, it involves me and my friend. This is when I was working at Circuit City. We were out in my car. I think we were on break or lunch break, one of the two. And we were out there. So my friend, his name is Ramon. He was a musician. He could sing. He could play instruments. I believe piano, guitar. He could sing. And he wrote his own music. And he really inspired me to be more creative. I was beginning to learn how to play an instrument. The piano, which I was actually getting pretty good at, but then I kind of let it go. But he was always an inspiration to me. I always like guys or people like that who are very creative because I am an artist. I do, sketches and paintings and things like that. So we were in my car and I don't know if he was letting me listen to his music. No, this is what happened. So I was producing my own music with this computer software called EJ, and I was letting him listen to what I came up with. So while we were doing that, Ramon catches a glimpse of a guy out there in the parking lot, and this guy was just going to car to car, like looking in the windows, just peeping in, put his little head up, he's looking in, trying to see what's going on. And Ramon sees this. He's like, man, what is this guy doing? I'm like, I don't know who that guy is. I was like, do you know him? He's like, no, I don't know him. Like, what is he doing? I'm like, he's looking into cars, but so where he was at, so Circuit City, you have your whatever building, you have your main parking lot, which is in the front. And then for retail, if you ever work in retail, they always tell the employees to park in the back or on the sides of the building because they want all of the main parking for the customers. So most of the employees of Circuit City parked on the side of the building. So this dude was basically looking into all of my co-workers' cars and stuff. So Ramon and I are just looking at this guy. We're just watching him. Because I didn't know whose car was whose, but I know those cars belong to my co-workers. So Ramon and I are just looking at this dude for a couple minutes, maybe 4 or 5 minutes, give or take, and then the guy notices us. We are a good ways away too, so I don't know how he spotted us. Because I relatively parked on the side. There was a small part in the parking lot where it was kind of off to the side, but not beside the building, and that's where I always parked. So the dude, he begins walking towards us, and Ramon's like, "Uh-oh, he's coming." I was like, I'm like, there's no way this dude's gonna come up to. Why is he coming up to us? And it's a healthy walk too, so he's walking with purpose. And he gets to the car, and he rolls up on the passenger side, which is where Ramon is sitting, and he does that cop knock on the windshield, and Ramon rolls the window down, and he's like, "How's it going, fellas?" And I look at him like, what's going on? And he looks into my car, like he was with the other cars. He looks in and and then he says this. He's like, "Hey, I just see, two young brothers, and I was just wondering if two young brothers know how to mind their own business." And I hear that, and I look at Ramon, and Ramon looks at me, and I don't know what Ramon was thinking, but I knew, I myself, I was like, no, I do not know how to mind my own business. Because one, I knew what he meant, because he obviously was going to break into someone's car and steal some stuff. And I wasn't about to let that slide. You know, whether it's a coworker's car or not. Like, he could have been looking into the customers' cars, and I would have said the same thing. And Ramon looked at me, and he didn't say anything, but he gave me that look like, I concur, sir. And I was like, I'm glad you're on board. So I look at the guy, and I'm like, nah, man. Like, I don't know how to mind my own business. And he, and this is the part that I'm getting kind of hazy on, because that wasn't his first question. He had asked another question, but I don't remember what it was. But it was something along the lines of, like, whose car are we in? Or something like that. Because, you know, obviously it was my car, but I didn't want him to know it was my car. Because I'm like, then he'll know what car I'm in, you know, if he comes back. So he knew it was either my car or Ramon's car, but we didn't say. I mean, he could have easily found out if he stuck around long enough, I guess. But anyway, he ends up leaving. And heads in a shot. He ends up leaving, and I'm looking at Ramon, and we're like, now we got to go in and, you know, let the managers know that there's a dude out here, you know, peeping in cars. So we go in there, you know, we let the managers know, like, you know, there's a shady dude outside. You know, he's mostly looking at employees' cars. Like, I don't even get, like, yeah, we worked in Circuit City, but it's not like just because we work there, there's going to be, you know, a whole bunch of electronics in employees' cars. If anything, you want to look in the customer's car. They're the one who are buying the stuff. Employees ain't buying stuff like that. At least not all of us. I know some folks, employees, you know, were getting sound systems and stuff, but not like that. So I don't get it. Anyway, when I got off, I was for sure I was going to see the dude again, but he was gone. He must have left. I don't know if he just thought it wasn't worth the trouble, or maybe the cops had been notified. But he was gone. But yeah, that was a weird story. I mean, I don't know. Actually, I don't get it. I don't think like a thief, so I don't understand these things. I guess maybe he thought. I guess any little thing counts when it comes to thief and stealing. But whatever. But yeah, that's my story. So if any of you guys have anything like that happened strange in your life, I would love to hear it. But yeah, that's Fred's story time, and thanks for watching. Bye bye.